Well, good evening, friends. Mark Holmes here on this Saturday night, and I hope you guys are having a great day. I've gotten over the whole Cowboys losing on Thanksgiving. It was but ugly, but hey, the team is 7-4, and tomorrow's a big day because tomorrow we have the New York stinking Giants trying to save their season after literally saying, Jason Garrett, get up out of here. Just go. Just please. Just leave the building. This is their last chance, their swan song. They literally are fighting for any hopes of their season, and there ain't much hopes on that. Then there's the Eagles, who they're feeling themselves, and all of a sudden feeling like they've righted the ship. And I must admit that looking at the scenarios of, there's the haves, there's the wannabes, and the have-nots. The Giants are on the have-nots. The Eagles are, the wannabes. And they have an opportunity to be one of those guys. Basically, they're fighting out for 2 playoff spots, I believe. I may be wrong. And tomorrow will go a long way to that. I don't know I think Philly 500 and Cop Pizzle had talked about doing a dual stream together. Regardless, I will be covering Philly 500, at least Philly 500. And if Pizzle is live streaming, we will do a dual stream there together. So either way, we'll have coverage starting at 12:45. And we'll also have my buddy Rio in here, Mr. Potty Mouth himself. I'm going to see if I can get him to watch it. It's bad when I'm talking about somebody else being potty mouth. But you can understand being a Washington fan. He's been through a whole lot. They, of course, play on Monday night against the Seattle Seahawks. We'll be live streaming that one as well. But I'm sitting here thinking, all of the talking heads that doubted the Dallas Cowboys going into the season, who then started believing in the Dallas Cowboys, and now saying that over the last month, the Cowboys are the Cowboys of old, and they're doing cowboy things. And I actually have been thinking long and hard about this, because there's a lot of things that coexist in this 1 month period of November since the bye week. We've actually had a lot of things transpire. I know the haters will say you're making excuses, and you know what? I don't care. You know what? I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep doing the same thing I've been doing here on YouTube and all that. If you don't like it, feel free not to watch, okay? But there's been a lot of turmoil for the Cowboys since that bye week. That 4-week period there, you understand that Tyron Smith got injured. First game after the bye week, missed half of that first game, sat out 2 more games, and then just played his first one back here on Thanksgiving. You had then the changeup of Terrence Steele, who was playing great at the right tackle, having to go in because Ty Nsekhe played first, and Ty Nsekhe was not good. So they said, let's move Terrence Steele to left tackle. Terrence Steele left a little bit to be desired over at left tackle, and then you reinserted La'el Collins back to right tackle. La'el Collins, who hadn't played in 7 weeks because of suspension, left a little bit to be desired there as well. So we had the problems with the 2 tackles right there. All right. Also, right after coming back from the bye week, Brett Urban, who's been playing a lot of your one technique, he goes out, along with the Jar. Your third leading receiver, even though he's a tight end, the Jar goes out. All right, so you with me here now? Okay, so this is literally the first 2 weeks of that time. Also in that time, Randy Gregory goes out and goes on injured reserve. Randy Gregory, who was your second leading pass rusher, edge rusher. Now, this is exacerbated because you never got DeMarcus Lawrence back in the mix. Add to that, Donovan Wilson on the back end also has been injured. And if that wasn't enough, lo and behold, last Friday you find out before we play, Amari Cooper has COVID and then misses 2 games. To make it even worse, C.D. Lamb, halfway through the Sunday game, bangs his head on the turf against Kansas City, gets concussed, and he misses a game and a half. When you put all of that together, I know haters will say, you're just making an excuse for your Cowboys. They just suck. Admit it. Dak Prescott, he's not worth crap. They need to trade Dak Prescott. He's dinking dunk. He can't win without people. You know what? If you take any quarterback's top 3 targets. Oh, I forgot 2. Almost forgot one. Zeke Elliott, about 3 weeks ago, twisted his ankle and his knee. Hasn't had any time off to recover and has been a shell of himself and is about to be shut down for at least one game. So, you take your number 1 running back, you take your top 3 receivers, you end up having every single week. I want you to understand this. Every single week, the Dallas Cowboys have had a different offensive lineup over the last 4 weeks. Because you also decided, let's insert Connor McGovern for Connor Williams. And if all that wasn't enough confusion on the offensive line, they decided, hey, we're going to go ahead and we're going to rotate players by series. What? I have never in my life seen rotating offensive linemen. That's as bad as when Tom Landry decided, I'm going to rotate Craig Morton and Roger Staubach. Yeah, that'll confuse the defense. And it was a straight up disaster. And he realized that ain't the deal and shipped Craig Morton out. We all the time come up with some different ideas. You know, they say that successful people fail 90% of the time. So you only need one great idea to be a success. In football, if you're not right, it costs you games. And unfortunately, the Cowboys, since the bye week, their team has not been right because of injuries. But there's hope. There's hope because you're getting a lot of people back. You're going to get DeMarcus Lawrence back, and hopefully, you know, he's only had one game on him this year. Hopefully his body is well rested and that the foot is healed up completely and he's ready to do some damage. Randy Gregory, he's going to be back. And Randy Gregory, he's been pretty good this year. He's only missed 3 weeks, which means, you know, he should still be in relatively good shape. Not sure exactly how soon, but at some time soon, you'll get Brett Urban back, who is great at the one technique. You've also got Tristan Hill, who is just getting his legs underneath of him and actually had 4 tackles last game. Not bad for a guy who most people said throw off the boat. Then there's C.D. Lamb, our leading receiver, along with Amari well-dressed Cooper. If you don't think having those 2 guys versus the guys we played this past week makes a difference, then I don't know what to tell you. Tyron Smith gets the whole week to go ahead before he plays again and should have his legs back underneath of him. Hopefully, we stop this rotating offensive lineman and we just decide who's going to be there. And finally, we play against the Saints. The Saints that have a great defense. Don't sleep on that defense. That's my boy, Demario Davis, the linebacker and the leader on that defense. That defense will punch you in the gut. Their problem is the offense. It's hard to believe that they were 5-2 with Jameis Winston. But since Jameis Winston's gone out, they're 0-4. They looked pathetic against the Bills. So maybe that's the game that we turn around. And then we get 10 more days before we play the Washington football team at FedEx. Some of y'all are worried. I'm okay. We'll be fine. I'm ready to see the ship turn around. Call me crazy, because you usually do, but I believe in this team. And so with that being said, it's cold out here, and I didn't put any shoes or a sweatshirt on. So I'm going to get my happy ass in here, and tomorrow I hope to see you guys here for our live stream. I posted a video before this one about the tailgate. It's got the information that you need if you're interested in going to our tailgate that we'll have at FedEx Field 2 weeks from tomorrow. 2 weeks. I know Roland's Review's talking about being there. I think, I'll start getting a list of people that are going. We know David Wiley's going to be there helping me cook. I'm hoping Jet D's going to be there. I believe Rashid will probably be going. I know Michael Anthony Fitness will be there. I know Gina C's going, along with some other people. I believe Daniel Hernandez, he's going. And we'll see if you're going. So if you're interested in there, go on the community tab, because there is a members post in there. I mean, a post in there, or that video. Leave me a comment and let me know if you're going to go, because I'm trying to get a head count so I know how much equipment I need to bring and how much food I got to cook. Okay? Because we're going to have a ball taking over FedEx Field. And with that being said, I'm Mark Holmes, and I'm up out of here.